What is Tiger King? Now, you've probably heard everyone talking about Tiger King, what is Tiger King, telling you to watch Tiger King, much like myself and my friends telling me to watch it. Before you go into Tiger King, or if you've already watched Tiger King, there's one thing you need to know. Tiger King isn't a good show. It's a weird show, and it's really messed up. So Tiger King is a 2020 true crime documentary television series about the life of Joseph Maldonado Passage, aka Joe Exotic. The thing about this show is Joe thinks he has the biggest thing going at the time, but Carole Baskin thinks she does too, and that she's got it going on safer. And Doc Antle also has his own safari. Now, this isn't your regular docuseries. This is literally what is advertised when you click on it on Netflix. Murder, mayhem, and madness. We're introduced to a plethora of characters throughout this show. Doc Antle, who has his own safari. Obviously, Joe Exotic, Carole Baskin, they're at each other's necks. Doc Antle's wives, yes, wives. He has more than 3 apparently. And nobody knows how many he has. He has more than 1. I wasn't told it was a docu-series before I watched it. I just heard it was a crazy show, must watch, and I just started watching, and it took me 15 minutes into the first episode to realize it's real. Everyone in this documentary pops out at you as larger than life, and you can't turn away. It's so bad. And you just can't turn away. They've all done bad things. They're all crazy. Joe Exotic is out of this world crazy, okay? He feeds his employees and the tigers in his zoo expired meat off of, from Walmart. He somehow convinced 2 straight men to marry him. At the same time, he had his own web series online where he badmouthed Carole the whole time and told her that he was gonna kill her the whole time, like every episode. In the end, he loses sight of why he was really doing it at the beginning, which is because of the animals, and he just started doing everything for publicity, including running for governor. Now, Carole was accused of keeping her cats in very tiny cages, and she's always going after the other guys because they're not taking care of their animals properly. Oh, and she may have killed her second of 3 husbands and fed him to tigers and reworded his will.
Yo, you cool cats and kittens, it's Carole.
Doc Antle has so many wives, nobody could even tell you the exact amount, including himself. He brings them on, and matter of fact, all of his staff, and he makes them believe he's some sort of god figure. He has one of the better setups where it's an actual safari, everything's very open, everyone just interacts with the animals all the time, they're not really in cages. Maybe we can give him a pass on that one, the animals are free, they're kind of roaming, it's not as tight. No, he pays his employees $100 a week. In the end, because Joe lost sight of what was really important, he signed ownership of a zoo in 2015 over to Jeff Lowe, who was a felon. He did this because he was so swamped in lawsuits from Carole Baskin that he gave the ownership off to somebody else so he wouldn't lose his zoo. So with essentially nothing to lose, Joe ended up hiring a hitman to kill Carole Baskin. But unfortunately for him, the hitman he hired was an FBI agent. Now, from the beginning of the video to this point, if you've not watched this docu-series yet, do you believe any of this is real? Because I wouldn't. In the end, Joe was convicted of 2 counts of murder to hire and a whole mess of other things he was violating. Joe was then sentenced to 22 years in prison. Jeff Lowe still owns the zoo. He rebranded the zoo, and they built a brand new multi-million-dollar zoo closer to the border of Texas. Doc Antle's safari was raided at the end of last year in December, and well, Carole Baskin has basically come out of this thing unscathed. Her park still runs. She's not in hot water with anything. She has a bunch of lawsuits out. I wouldn't say this is necessarily a great series, but I would say it's extremely entertaining, weird, and if you're looking for something to watch and you're into docu-series like this is a must watch. So in the end, I can't even answer my own question because I'm not quite sure what Tiger King is. Thank you for watching this video. Did you like it? Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, I will not stop, I cannot stop, I'm gonna win the fight. Always running towards my goals, faster than the speed of light. Flying over any obstacle, I swear that I'm a kite. Every struggle is a blessing if you're looking at it right.